Up yet. I got to get it up. My desk is a mess, just like me. I am a mess. I'm not ready, y'all. Debbie's going to talk to you.
Oh, let me get my YouTube up. Oh, let's see.
There's no way to hide it all.
Hey, Kath. Hey, Goldie. How are you, girls? Oh, I'm trying to get my... There we go.
All right.
What are you up to today? Yeah, it's a wonderful mess. All right, Kath.
It's a mess. I don't even know what that goes to. Something that, some sort of microscope or telescope or something. Isn't that cool? I've been moving that around on my table for I don't know how long. All right, let's see. I need an empty bin to shove everything off of my desk into, but I don't have one. So how far over? I gotta get all that cleaned up. I spilled my pens all over the place. I knocked it off the shelf, so it's just the way it is.
Your straight pens?
Yeah, I have a little dish that I had been taking into when I go into the living room. I'd take it with me in there, and I brought it back in here and put it on the shelf over here. And I hit it the other day, and pens went everywhere. That's life. And this table topper is filthy today, and it's just going to stay that way. But I am going to change it. All right, I'm throwing it behind my laptop. All right, come on, wake up. Went to sleep. I'm off track being online this morning, talking and all that stuff instead of getting stuff done. But it was fun. I had a good time, and I'm going to keep doing it. So I'm not quite ready. I have some tins that are filled with lace, but look at this. I tried to get this off last night, and I couldn't, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Get my pearls put back where they belong so I know where they are.
While Pearl's getting ready, girls, what do you think? Do you think...
I'm going to put you on, Debbie.
Okay. I'm doing a little journal, and I'm wondering, these are Patty's prints. So I'm going to do sets. Like I'm going to do a glassine bag, and I'm going to do a...
Yeah, that.
Oh my God, I can't think what I was saying. A pocket with a library card. Do you think it should all be the same girl on everything, or do you think I could do an assortment of girls? Because, let's see, let me find one. I mean, the girls are all different. So what's your input? Can I do different girls and they can all be sisters, or do you think they should all be the same girl as a set? Different girls. Good going, Goldie. I like that idea.
Yeah, we like that idea.
Cass says different girls. Okay, good deal. That's the way it's going to be. Different girls.
That's what I told her. I said, ask the ladies, see what they think.
Because it's going to be like schoolgirls. They're all going to be schoolgirls going to girls' school together. And my game plan is to try to do a storyline behind my stuff. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last, but I thought it would be fun to try.
It will.
You know, but I can't name all these girls unless I put it on a little tag or something. But I'm doing sets of things. So that way you can put it in it. When you make your journal, you can have a glassine bag. You can have a little notebook here. You can have the school thing. Well, good, Kath, because I'm just tired of mass producing the same thing. I want to do sets of different things and do onesies like what I've been doing of a morning. You know, like this morning I did those book topper page topper things, and they're all going to be different, which I can do A, B, and C. But anyway, I don't want to make 20 of one thing. That's my plan for right now. It'll probably change next week, but today is the way it is.
We are fickle like that, aren't we? We get bored
Yeah.
with something very quick sometimes.
All right. Are you ready, Pearl?
Oh, almost. I got to be able to sit down for a minute.
Kath, were you in? I don't think Kath and Goldie was in this morning. Let me show you what I made this morning, girls.
Goldie was in for just a minute, but I don't think she saw what you did.
Okay. I'm excited about what I'm doing of a morning. So this morning, we made got my crackers in the picture. I made this over the page topper. So when you open it up, I kind of glued that down. There we go. You know, it'll fit over the page. So here's what I'm talking about sets. So see, this is a glassine bag. Oh, this is a glassine bag that has this girl in it. And then I made a tag.
Is it my internet or is it yours?
I don't know. I made a tag, and then I made another tag. It seems like I did something else. What did I do? Oh, and then yesterday, this is that Florentine paper that's going to be sold tonight on my channel with Christy and Joanne. And this is one of those Jane Austen folds where you make you have a journaling thing. So see, I thought that'd be pretty in the glassine bag. Then you'll have a topper and you'll have a tag. And then I have a glassine bag. So it'll be sold as a set. And then this, I'll put a little scrappy notebook in there because I don't have a notebook unless I do something with one of these ladies. But what do you think? So that's what I'll sell as a set. I just happened to make 2 tags today, but this will sold as a set so you can use it in your journal. And they'll probably all kind of be different. It'll be basically the same ladies, only, different ladies. Yeah, that is what I'm doing.
I don't know what's going on, ladies. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Put it on you. I can hear you, Pearl. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Pearl? Yes, okay. I can hear you.
Debbie is spinning, so it's got to be her internet that's
that
causing
could be
the problem up there. Okay, good. I don't know.
We can hear you. Okay. So anyway, that's my plan, is making sets. But, they'll be a little more expensive. I mean, I can't, with all this bling that I found, it was since I've cleaned out and moved to the shed, I got a lot more expense and stuff.
I am having a day.
So, it won't be
I'm
a $3 item.
I can walk, I can talk, I can eat. I'm doing well. Just
all right, Pearl.
Little challenges is all.
Put it on you, Pearl. Pearl?
All right, come on.
Pearl? Can you hear me, Pearl?
Got it up here. Okay. You can hear both and see both. I can't. I see Debbie back now. Let me put her back in.
I didn't leave.
No, it's still spinning black on my side.
I didn't put it in. All right, I'll go out and restart and come back.
But still on my. I can't hear Debbie at all.
Oh, brother.
All right, she went out. Let's see when she comes back in if it's better. Well, she's off on I'm looking at StreamYard and she's not there. And I was getting the black screen with the circle, spinning circle. Technology, right? All right. We'll see if she gets to come back in. Rebooting. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna sit here for a minute and take some breaths. I've been scrambling. I've been trying to think of some different things to do to use the things that I have. And so I've made a commitment to Debbie to craft for a little while every morning while she's crafting, to try to work on some handmade things, or at least pulling together things into a kit of some sort. You think it's me? I wonder if they did something. The guys are upstairs, but I haven't had any trouble with them being here before, so. And I'm showing full bars. So I'm not sure. I don't know what some of this stuff is. But everybody can hear me. There she is. There she is. There you are.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I don't know. I think it was you because I didn't have any problem, but whatever. We're back.
All right, but they could hear me and they could hear you, but on my screen, you were black and had the spinning circle.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Right. So what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do about early birds? Are you just gonna put something in their box? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put something. I said I wasn't gonna do that anymore, but I'm gonna do it because okay. I'm not really.
Well, you have Goldie, Kath, and Carol.
Yeah, that's easy.
So that's 3 people. That's all we have is Goldie, Kath, and Carol.
Okay. And today's 4/1. April Fool's Day. That's what's wrong. It's April Fool's Day. All right, we're all good now. That's awesome. So I have been, it's wearing me out, y'all. I've been trying to get things cleaned up and reorganized, but you know, when you reorganize, it turns into an even bigger mess. Yeah, we saw you somewhere else. What you been doing in the meantime? I'm gonna put J-Mac on here too. So I got all my lace out. Well, not all my. I got several bins of the lace out yesterday, and went through it trying to figure out things I could do to use up some of the lace that I have. So I pulled out a lot of the smaller tins and things because I'm trying to do things that are fun, that people can enjoy and get excited about, but they were not outrageous expensive. So I pulled out some of the smaller bins. This one was included, but then this won't come off the top. It'll take a little bit of work to do it, but I'm going to do it before it goes out to anybody. That'll be off. So I'm just going to lay it down this way. That way it looks better. So I put together a few little things, but I've been doing a lot of going through things, and so it's a big mess. But that's just the way it is. So Debbie keeps telling me, we'll do this. And she said, put it in a rolling cart. And I said, Debbie, I can't roll it anywhere.
She's wearing me out, girls. She's wearing me out.
Wearing myself out trying to find things. So I've got those, and I've got a couple of other things I'll show you. And we'll do these in a little while. This one is a giveaway at the end of the sale. I'm going to give this
Put it
10
on
here.
you, Pearl. Put it
Okay.
on you.
Yeah, I guess I should do that. All right. So this little tin with the birds is going to be an end of sale giveaway. I'm going to have a thumbs up giveaway, but this is going to be an end of the sale giveaway. I'm going to put it right there. And I'll get these out of the way. We'll do these in a bit. And I don't know what else is going on today online, but I'm thankful you're here. And I'm sure we'll all be elbows out tonight with the that pretty paper. So here are some other things that I've been working on. And then Vanessa's thing is tonight too, her giveaway night. So I've been trying to go through and find things that I have to work with and not buying anything. And so I put this together. It's almost together. And Debbie, we'll just do this A, B, and C. And the only difference in any of these is the color of the paper in the background. I looked through all of my cardstock to try to find 9 of the same thing because I had 9 of these doilies and 9 of these doilies.
Pearl, can you hear my furnace running?
A little bit.
Can you hear my furnace running?
Yep.
Okay.
Can y'all
I just didn't know. I just hope it's not real loud. Yeah, I hope it's not real loud because there ain't nothing I can do about it. Okay.
No, it's not as loud as the one in the house.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is what I came up with. I have this pretty pink. So you're going to get that pretty pink cardstock. You're going to get this beautiful vintage doily. So it's all the same on all 3 except for the cardstock behind it. You're going to get this beautiful vintage doily, and it's got the roses on it. Let's see if you can see it. And then there's this one. And I haven't seen anything like that before. I really liked it. So, this one first. The only difference is the color paper in the background. So if you have a preference, you can state your preference. There's this pink. There's this green. And there's this reddish color. And that's the only difference. Everything else is exactly the same. And the 4th doily is this cone. And I didn't glue it. I just folded it. And it's another really pretty doily. I love that. I love when you have a lot of the open work around the edge. So I just folded it. If you want to use it long, you can just iron that out. So I just folded it and made a little cone. And I'm using these little Tim Holtz type clips to clip it at the top. I'm stealing Canadianism. What's that? What's a Canadianism?
I don't know.
What is it? What are y'all talking about? Not the word I always use.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she means.
Me either. Y'all tell me what you're talking about. So each one is going to have the same laces. I've got this pretty off-white, kind of like a dark ivory It's not an ecru or anything. It's just a dark ivory. So there's a yard of that one. There's a yard of this pretty organza. Is that the back or the front? That's the front. Canadianism. Carol, tell me what Canadianism I'm using. There's that pretty. This is so pretty laid over a ribbon. Makes it look like. Hey, Michelle.
We don't have anything in yet, Michelle. So I don't know what F means, but she retracted. She must have just had it on her keyboard or something.
Yeah. Hey, Michelle, how are you? And there's this pretty lace. This is the front side. Here's this pretty one of my favorites. And here's the organza with just the white on it. I really like that. There's not quite, I think there's 33 inches, 32, 33 inches on this one. I didn't have quite enough to be able to do for every one. And there's a yard of this one, and this is like a darker elbows out. Oh yeah, from the.
Is that what's been co-opted to show that Canadians are going to stand up to aggression from others. That's as diplomatic as I can be. Okay.
Hey, elbows out has been around for a while.
Yeah.
All right. And here is this pretty trim I've never sold before. And this pretty trim. All right, there we go. A little nice tiny trim. So that was one. I didn't count, Debbie. I know I counted before, but I don't remember.
I thought it was 10. Oh no. Well, I don't know.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 laces. And these are going to be $12. So you're getting all the doilies and the laces for $12. Well, we'll just let our things be politics free because we all have our opinion. Oh no, there's another lace. There's 11. There's this one. There's a yard of this lace.
Goldie one's pink.
All right. I just had paper. Here it is. Okay, thank you to Goldie.
And that is all I'm seeing.
All right. That goes out of the way. Get my tray back. What do I do with that? Gosh, Debbie, all I have to do is blink and I'll lose something.
Yes, I know.
Where's that tray? That top. Here it is. It fell behind my chair. Alrighty then. Let's see. I have these. And I got these ladies from Debbie ages ago. And I have these blue and white kicking sacks. Hey, Toby, how are you doing?
Me too, Kath. I always say love you more.
Yep.
Hey, Toby.
And I put a little mini tassel of this lace on there along with one of Debbie's dangles that she sent me. And I wanted something behind here. I'm going to show you this in a minute. I wanted to put this on it, but it's too big. So I got a different doily and just folded it in half and just kind of catty cornered it to pin the lady on. The lady is pinned on. So when you get it, be careful with one of these pretty long pins. I have some, but I have no idea where they are. The earring backs that you could put on there. If I find them, I'll put one on there. and it's got a little bit of white netting behind it. This, I think it was 8 or 9 inches wide, and it is an antique wedding dress lace. I took the dress apart, and this is the lace, and it is so pretty. And it's pleated, but you can definitely take the thread out and take the pleats out and press it out. And then it's got this pretty lace on the bottom. This was a gorgeous dress. So I have that. I put in it 4 tall, skinny envelopes that you can do tall, skinny journals with. I put some tickets, white tickets, double tickets, and blue tickets. And these are $3.50.
Boy, Toby, I'm far from famous, but thank you. Kath wants 2.
Okay, thank you, Kath.
Goldie wants 1.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. I had fun working on those. I'm trying to make myself take time to sit and do something that's a little more creative, a little more fulfilling than just stacking things up. I did get my camera out yesterday, and the rain had stopped and the pollen was down, and I walked up the street. I love to do nature photography. It's one of the ways it kept me from losing my mind when I was in so much pain. And I haven't done anything for a while, so I decided to get that out and do that, and that made me happy yesterday. Now the other thing,
1 for Laura. So 1 for Laura.
okay. Thank you, Goldie. All right, go back in there. My little thing is wanting to be obstinate. And I've had all these little bags for a while and wanted to do something with them. So I got them out yesterday and started working on them. So I've done these before. I sold these in blocks, and so you may have one of those. But what I did was I had a lot of these left over, so I pinned it to this bag. It's just got a little straight pin. Debbie said straight pins are okay. The bag itself has a little red watering can on it, so you can take that off and do whatever you want to with the bag. I put a bulb pin. They're different. This one has a teeny bee, so I put a button with it. Some of the others have bigger. They're all going to be different. All of this is going to be different. The other's going to be different. I put a yard of this pretty white lace in there. I put 12 inches of this ribbon that it's got the wire in it, but you can take the wire out. The bees and the honeycomb and the leaves. I put some of the yellow tickets in there. And I put a 12 by 12 piece of this very neutral bee fabric. It's all very neutral except a little bit of yellow in some of the bees. You can see some of the bees are the neutral tones. So I had a little bit of that left. So I am happy to let you choose the saying, and I'll show you the other ones that I have. But and there's a bag of buttons, 5 buttons, and a folio of a teeny dictionary page. And you can see how discolored it is from age. So each one of them will have that in it. And I'll show you the images. This will be A. They're always in the same place. Where are they? Oh, they're behind my pins. They're hiding. That one's going to be A. B is this one, and on the bottom, it's a whiter. This is a whiter bag. It says "Grow where you are planted," and it has this cabbage seeds packet printed stamped on it. So I put that over that. This has got a little bit. Some of the bees are going to be bigger. Some of them are going to be smaller. This has everything the same in it. That'll be B. This is again the muslin bag. It's got a little more bling on the bee, and it says "Welcome to the sweetest place to be." That'll be C. And I've got plenty of room. I need to spread out. This one will be C. This is the same plain little muslin bag with the watering can. It says "So perfect, honey." Then here it says "Organic, fresh, local." And it's got the little honey jar of honey on there. That's D. And E is this one. It says "Welcome to the sweetest place to be." The beehives are different. This has a teeny little bee there. This has a flower, and it has a larger bee, and it's a larger hive. So it's just a little bit different. That's E, and these are $3.50.
Cass for B.
Okay.
Do you have another B that you can take those off and put on it?
Yeah, I can do multiples of any of these.
Okay, so Goldie for B.
Okay.
Goldie, do you want an A or you wanted to stay with the B?
I can do, I think, 5 or 6 of these. And they all have the same thing in it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much, ladies. We'll move those out of the way. Put this with that. Get that back in there later. Let's see. I have some books. I have those tins if anybody's interested in the tins.
Do some books.
All right. All right. I have access to more of these. They were at one of the thrifts, and I picked up only 3 because I told them I asked them if I bought them all, would they give me a discount? And they said no. So I said, okay. I just bought 3. And if there's an interest in these books, I'll buy more when I can get them to discount a little bit. She said in a week or 2. She said people don't typically buy that kind of book, so maybe they'll come down. So what they are is great books of the Western world. They are from, I saw a date. This is edition 52. I know I saw a date. 1952. So they were published in 1952. The paper's smooth. It has a little bit of tooth to it, so it's not slicky smooth, but it is fairly smooth paper. Fairly clean. There's no foxing or anything like that in it. So I got this one. It's edition 52, and I can't say that. Carol could say it, I'm sure, but I can't say it. Dostoevsky. So there's that one. This one is thicker. They came in all different sizes. This is edition 51. It's Tolstoy. And then this one has both of those are the same color. This one has a greener cover. It's Gilbert, Galileo, and Harvey. Edition 28. These are $3 each, Debbie. A, B, and C.
Not seeing anybody.
Yeah, me either. Okay.
But then you didn't buy 32 of them.
Well, yeah, I would not have I only paid $2, which is not bad for a book, but I try to keep my prices low. So if I can get a lower price, that's even better. All right. I'm trying to decide. You guys can help me on this. This is a songbook. It's fireside book of favorite songs, American songs. It has a ton of these images in it. And this was, I know I saw the date, 1914. Okay, J Max, you have to do what you have to do. So I was thinking about doing signatures on this. Would anybody be interested in signatures? You've got the pretty vivid colors in it.
How much are the signatures?
I'll do $1 a signature. It's already ready to come apart. Let's see what a signature has in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has 6 folios in it.
So is a folio a signature or what?
A folio is a double spread page. This would be just a page, but if you've got the 2 pages together, that's called a folio.
So how much? What's a signature?
A signature is how it's stitched in. This is stitched in with 6 folios to a signature.
Okay, so you're going to get 6 of them for $1.
You're going to get 6 folios.
I am not seeing anybody.
Okay. How many people do we have in today?
19. I think things are a little tough out in the world today.
Well, we could just do a chat.
Goldie times 2 and Terry times 1.
Okay. Hey, Terry, how are you? I'm making sure it has 6. If something comes up short a folio, I'll add a folio from another signature to make sure you're getting 6.
Kath wants the jail guy.
Okay, and that was Goldie times 2.
No. Oh,
yeah, Terry.
And then Kath wants the jail guy.
You got it. Rudy, Errata. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is a live sale, Rudy, and we're selling goodies that are great for junk journaling. That's what our ladies do, is junk journaling. All right. I have 2 of these I picked up, and I'm torn about what to do. I'll let you ladies decide for me. This is a journal, floral, B6 size rough notebook floral, 288 pages. The covers are on both of these are just a little rough, but the pages are all in good shape. There's a little bit of ruffle there, but the pages all are like this. Let's see if I can get it up there where you can see it well enough. To me, it looks dark. I don't know how it's far behind. Okay. So it makes it look kind of fuzzy, but what it is it's just a tone on tone botanical images on the paper. So this is floral, and then I think it has French. That's in French there. This is a dark green cover. There's a little tear on the cover there. And these pages are like a craft tone with a blue botanical. And I'm sure Carol could say that really very prettily. And I'm not even going to butcher it. So I've got two of these, A and B, and they're $4 each.
Kath for B.
Okay.
J-Mac for A.
I see Michelle in there. Do you see Michelle?
Oh, yes. Michelle for A.
Okay.
Kath for B. Boy, she just jumped in. She wasn't there when I read them off. Sorry, Michelle, but you're there now.
Well, I checked because that's been happening a lot lately. It happened the other day when I was modding. Or I was modding for somebody for a few minutes. I just love those. I thought they were really cool.
Gotcha, J-Mac. She wasn't, but then she was.
All right. Again, I can do signatures on this one. It's a Funkin' Wagnall's High School Dictionary. You can see it's already coming apart. I haven't found the front of it yet. Oh, maybe this will tell us. No, there's nothing there. So somebody started taking this apart and they stopped. Maybe it was me and I forgot. I don't know. I seem to be forgetting a lot lately.
How much, Pearl?
$1 a signature. But I don't think so. I thought that I had all of mine completely apart. I just got some books from the library, and I think this was one of them.
We may have to remove Rudy because I think he's on my block list.
Okay.
But we'll see.
I'm not sure what the number, the 1244 means.
No, I think he's overseas. She or he or somebody.
Yeah.
It says with autism. So I think before it was a real nuisance.
Okay.
And we'll see.
We'll see if it becomes.
I'm not seeing anybody, Pearl.
It's the time of the chat. Okay. All right. Let's see what I've got. I have a really old Bible. If anybody likes using old Bibles, it's got a nice leather cover. Oxford. I have to get it up in the camera so I can read it. I do not see a date, but it's got yummy color to the pages. Just a string. But it is coming apart. This is the kind that I like to use. It's got some other papers and things in there. So I'll do that for $1 if anybody's interested in it.
A signature?
No, for the whole
The
book.
whole book?
The whole book.
Michelle.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. I love that, how bright that got so brown. All right, what else have I got right here? We've got some on the wall in there. I can go and grab if anybody's interested. I think I brought this one out the other day. And it was still sitting out. South of Appomattox. Probably said it wrong, but starting to come apart. 1959. It's almost as old as I am. Has nice pages, a little bit of water stain on some of it, and some aging on the edges and the pages. It's going to be A. This is 1960. Elizabeth was working on really pretty handwriting, wasn't she? I never did that. I never liked to write. This is Advise and Consent, 1959. It's got some pretty black and white images in it. I think that's the only one. Yep, that's the only one. All right, that's going to be B, A, and B, Debbie, $1 each.
Oh. Not seeing anybody.
No? Okay. Let's see what this one is. This is The Outlaw, The Authentic Wild West. That's a pretty speckled paper that's in the front. The flyleaf. James Horan. Don't see a date yet. For Gertrude, 1977. The pages are smooth. You got lots of images in here from tintypes and things, I'm sure. The dolphin, information about different people. This would make a fun bits and pieces to use in a journal. And the paper's nice. It's not slick. It's very smooth. It doesn't have a lot of tooth to it, but it's not slick. So that'll be A. And I have Dale Carnegie, smaller book. It's got older paper. Look at the color and the coloration on the paper. This would be great to make tags and pockets with. And this is 75th printing, 1936. Lots of fun foxing on those pages. That'll be B, $1 each, Debbie.
Did you want A from the last one, Marilyn, or you on this round? Because I hadn't put it in yet. So let me know if you want A on this round or A on the last round.
And Marilyn, I don't think you've shopped with me before. My information is running along the bottom of the screen. If you could quickly send me your information, your YouTube name, well, you're probably all the same, but your PayPal email especially, and your shipping address. I do have a $10 minimum, and that is simply because shipping costs are so high. This B. Okay, you've got it.
So this one,
yeah. And Rutledge was my stepfather's last name. So if you don't mind sending that now, I would really appreciate it. It's unfortunate that we oftentimes have people that come in and buy a little something and they leave and they never send their information. So we're trying to be a little more proactive in getting their information to us quickly.
She says she will send.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming in today. And nobody for A. Let's get that out of the way.
No, she wanted A on this round. Nobody for B.
Oh, I thought she wanted B.
A.
All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. I'm having a slow day today, y'all. I woke up at 4 o'clock again, struggling to go back to sleep, and then waking up feeling like I've been wrestling with an alligator for hours. So I am a little slow. I think I'm going to do the same thing with this one. It's so colorful. Isn't that pretty?
Rudy, we are having a sale, honey. So please refrain from just coming in and putting your name in. We are having a sale.
Let's see if I can tell. This one is in better shape. See if we can find the threads. I'm having a hard time finding them. I hate to take this one apart, but yep, there's the thread right there. I can see it. Let's see how many signatures, how many folios in this signature. All right. All right, there's this signature. And it has 1, 2, 3. All right. So we're not even going to count that one because it's got all the blank pages. So we'll start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 folios in the signature, and these all have the pretty images. And this is Songs of the Gilded Age. Words and music for favorite American songs of the elegant 80s, the gay 90s, and the first decade of the 21st century. So it'll be $1 a signature, and you'll get 5 folios.
How much is the whole book?
Oh, I don't know. You want to make me an offer?
Well, Goldie wants it all, so you tell her what you want for it.
$10.
She said $7 when you said make an offer.
All right. How about if we go 9? Okay. Goldie came in first, Terry. I don't know if I've got another one exactly like this.
She's saying yes. And Terry retracted.
Okay. I have a huge box of music that I need to get out. Let's see. All right, here's another one. It's called the Fireside Book of Songs and Ballads. Pretty I forget what those are called. They have a name for them, but I can't think of what it is. I wish they would make it larger, make the writing larger. 1947. This is a smaller book, but it's thicker. It's got a lot more music in it. Ballads and Old Favorites. And again, you've got all the pretty ornamentation. Let's just do an offer up on this. Start it at $5. There'll be a small reserve. Claire de Lune. The Raggle Taggle Gypsies. Peter Gray, never heard of that. Down in the Valley. Isn't that pretty right there?
Goldie's at 7.
Okay. Lots of pretty ornamentation. Annie Laurie. Don't know what that one is either. El Quando. Work Songs. Shanny's Cowboy Songs and Railroad Songs.
Alexa, 30-second timer.
Red River Valley, Casey Jones.
Alexa, volume up.
Can't You Dance the Polka?
Oh, I guess I better put in 30 seconds.
Pretty images.
Alexa, stop. Goldie at 7.
All right, there's reserve, Goldie. I could take 10 for it. Let me know if you're in for that.
She says no.
Okay. All right. I'll take that one apart. All right. Let's see what we've got here. I love this cover. And I love that foxing on there. But this is not an exciting, beautiful image. It's called Literary World, Choice Readings from the Best New Books and Critical Reviews. It is 1882. And so it's just like a newspaper print. I didn't see any images. I did see some ads. I feel like there was some ads right here or something. Let's see. Yeah, there are some ads in it. I was thinking about taking this apart if there's some interest in it. You just set off Marilyn's Alexa, Debbie.
I saw that, yeah.
So if there's interest in this, I'll do $1 a signature. So if you want to put it in, Debbie, I'll be glad to take it apart. Look at that! Look at that ad for Singer Sewing Machine. Isn't that funny? Singer's Sewing Machine.
We're going to have to get off books.
Yep, that's fine. Trying to find my the mode. See if there's any interest in it. Trapped. So there's no interest in that one?
No.
All right, I'll just go ahead and take it apart at some point. All right. If you weren't here last week, I have a phenomenal price for La Mode Illustré from 1881 and 1882. It's all random, but they're $5 each, and I have paid as much as $20 for one signature. So I got a really, really great deal. Got blessed with this book, and I like to be able to keep my prices as low as I can and be a blessing to other people. So I still have quite a few. If there's any interest, Debbie, they're just $5 each. And if you have gotten one and you're not sure, I can let you know. I've got my list. I try to keep my list going.
Not seeing anybody. Oh, Marilyn wants to.
All right. Well, that puts you at the $10 limit, Marilyn, so we're good.
Can she see the second one down, Goldie?
Sure. I'll move them so people can see.
Thank you, Marilyn.
I mean, I can A, B, C, D them if people want to be able to choose a particular one. I have no problem doing that. So they're a little mixed up because in pulling and doing different dates for people. Hey, Tracy, they got a little mixed up. They're not in calendar order. If you have a particular month you're interested in, you can let me know.
Are you interested in that, Goldie?
And they're only $5, Tracy. I was blessed, absolutely blessed. So I'm trying to keep the price low enough that everybody can enjoy some.
The one with the 4 ladies for Goldie.
This one?
4 ladies.
Let's see, there's 2 ladies, 2 ladies, 3 ladies.
Down on the bottom. I mean, the one right on top has 4 ladies.
Yeah, I know, but there was another one that I thought there was another one.
Oh.
Yeah, there was this one.
So left or right, Goldie?
A or B?
The one on the right,
Yeah.
B.
Okay, you had it right, Debbie. You've got it, Goldie. All right, Marilyn, was there anything you saw that you were particularly interested in, or is just random okay? You just let me know.
She'll take your second choice, which would have been the A, I guess. Tracy.
Yeah. I know it is hard to pick. Oh, I'm losing stuff from my shelf. Tracy, do I have your information? Have you shopped with me before? I'm having a bad memory day today. If not, please send your information. My email is scrolling across the bottom. It is hard to pick.
She will send it.
Okay, fantastic. And Marilyn, I'll just randomly pick 2 for you unless you give me some thoughts on what you'd like to see. And like I said, I've got 2 volumes. I've got 1882. Isn't that gorgeous?
All right, move on.
All right, I'll move on. Debbie's bossy.
Move on.
Debbie, bossy Debbie.
I know. We're going a little slow today.
I know I am slow today, y'all. I told you I woke up in the middle of the night and again, and I haven't been doing that. It's so annoying. All right, we'll get these out of the way for now. I'm trying to think of what else I can do.
If we're going to make that car payment, we got to speed it up.
I know. I hate car payments. I hate them, hate them, hate them. All right, I pulled this out when I was going through the lace. And I've sold it before. Let me put this one. I have my list. And this is a beautiful, beautiful lace. It's very, very soft and silky. And it's got your leaves and your grapes. And it's $1.50 a yard. So I tried to pull lace that I had a little bit of. This is 15 yards, so I probably have about 20 to 25 yards at the most.
You selling the blue end cover? Are you selling a cover
Blue.
for Elisa?
Are you talking about, Elisa, are you talking about for the book?
Are you selling the blue end cover?
I will sell the whole cover once I can sell some of more of the, I'm using it to keep them secure, keep them flat. Once I sell most of those, then I'll sell the book cover.
Half for two. I was trying to see if I had any of that. Did I get some of that from you,
did
Pearl?
get some of it. You may need more.
Yeah, she's saying the mode book. When she sells some more of the stuff, Elisa, you got to buy some of the signatures.
And hey, Elisa, how are you doing? What you up to today? Beautiful Tuesday. All right, we'll get this one out of the way.
Cold Tuesday.
Oh, it's warm here. And my pens are behind my thing.
Debbie Vasey, too.
Okay, thank you, Debbie. I'm trying to go through the bins of lace and get them organized because what I would do is I'd pull out lace, I'd sell it, I'd cut it, I'd throw it back in the bin, and I'm trying to reorganize it and maybe do some bundles so that I can get rid of some of it. All right, do you have any date preferences? Months, weeks, and it's a weekly, so I've still got most of the months, but not all.
You just want them random, Elisa, or do you want, hey, Casey, or do you want
Hey, Casey.
a month?
If I can find something else to keep them flat and secure on that's the right size, I'll sell the cover, but I'm just trying to keep these in good order and they're very brittle. They're not very
Random. Elisa says random.
Okay. They're very fragile because they're 100 and something years old. So, that's why I'm just trying to keep them secure.
Well, if you get ready to sell, you could email Elisa.
Yeah. I'll let you know. All right, let's do these. Let's do these tags. And I'm just going to be upfront with y'all. I'm going to open one of them. And I'm telling you, it's not pretty in there yet, but it'll be pretty when you get it. It won't be a mess like it is. And this one will not have all that paper on the top. I will get that off. So I have 4 tins. They're very different. They all have exactly the same thing in it, and they will have tulle, some netting in it, and some ribbon in it. It'll be pretty when you get it. It's not pretty now. So let me show you. So I'm just going to dump it. Usually I pull it out a little bit at a time, but I'm just going to dump it. Oh, I'm sorry you have a headache, Casey. That stinks. I put a small piece of this wedding dress lace in it. It's got pearls and sequins and all the netting. It's really pretty. So there's a piece of that. There's a yard of this pretty lace. There's a yard of this pretty lace. Where's the front? The texture's on the front. I like it when I can find the ones that actually have some texture to it, some dimension. So there's that one. There's this pretty lace, and this is an older net lace. Very soft. There is a yard of this lace, which is really pretty, put on top of either a bright color fabric or paper or on top of a ribbon. There is a piece of a yard of this lace, which is really cool because you can cut it and use the little sections as little appliques, little tiny appliques. And then there is this one, and this is an older one. It's not antique, but it's definitely a vintage. There's the front. And it's definitely cotton. This is close. If it's not antique, it's really close. It's still a machine-made lace, but it's in one of the older ones, and it's cotton thread. And then there is this one. It has a, it's not an ecru color. It's like a deep ivory color. Not quite ecru. So there's a yard of that. Oops, sorry. There is a yard of this pretty little trim that can be cut and used for little tiny appliques. Did anybody count? I lost count. I didn't have a lot of this left, but I wanted to put something in that I don't get to share out very often. It's hard for me to find this now. And this is just a piece of tablecloth lace. And then I have these pretty ribbons. And this is kind of, I forget the term for that, but it kind of changes colors. And this is an ivory color. There's a little bit of a pink hint in it in different places. And this is a pretty pale pink, a little bit wider ribbon with roses on it. And then this is a white one that has the roses on it. So did anybody count the pieces?
No.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pieces. And they all have exactly the same thing. And I'm just going to put it back in there this way for now. It will be put in there really pretty with a piece of tulle.
How much are these?
They're $15. I'm trying to do boxes at a lower price point so people can have pretty boxes and tins. So this is the first one. This is, let me go this way. This is going to be A. It's got 4 different flower images. And then it's got a little bouquet type on the top. That's going to be A. This is just a super cute one. It's got the little animal on it. I'm not sure what animal it is or if it's a person. It says friendship is always in bloom. It's got the bunny. It's got the little ladybugs and and it's the same thing around the tin. There's a little bunny. So it's
Goldie for C, Elisa for A. You could see him right on the screen, Pearl.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay.
They're clear as a bell. And
Goldie
Roll Rooster.
Tell me again who's Elisa's A.
Elisa A, Goldie C,
Okay.
and Deb B.
Debbie Vasey?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. That just
Nobody for
leaves
D.
nobody for D. It's got like the flower thing there. And it will not have that. And this is a hinged top. Little squares. Perfect to store things in. So if anybody decides they want that one, it will not have that paper on the top. I'm just going to have to take a little bit more time to get it off. All right. Put these inside. This one, I've got this little one. It doesn't have the same things in it, but some similar things. It's going to be a giveaway at the end of the sale. If you're with us at the end, you'll have a chance to get that one.
And if you have purchased.
Yes, made a purchase. Thank you, Debbie. I'm sorry you were sick. Your birthday. It's not fun to be sick on your birthday. Oh, I'm sorry, Casey. All right, let's get these out of the way and find something else. All right, should we show the lady thing again since we've got a few more people in here?
You can.
Or the that or the doily thing?
Show them both.
Okay. All right. I've been trying to do more things other than just throwing down fabric and throwing down stuff. And what I did was I put together these. I happened on these gorgeous paper doilies. I always look for those. And so I found those, and I forgot how many laces we said were in there. I think eight or nine laces. So the only choice is the background color. They're all exactly the same except the color of paper on the background. I had 3 of this reddish color, 3 of this green color, and 3 of this pink color. Believe me, I looked through so much paper trying to find all of them exactly the same. And so you're getting these gorgeous, I don't know the age of these. I'm not, they could be vintage. I don't think they're antique or they would be a little discolored, but they're some that I've never seen before. I love the square ones. I love this center, and I love these baskets on each corner. I mean, that'd be wonderful to cut out and use on something that has some color in it. And then there's this round one that has roses and the vines. And then there's this smaller one that I liked. It's very different. So you get those 3. And I took the 4th one. The 4th one was too big to put on the paper. It's bigger than the paper. So what I did was I folded it. You can see how much bigger than the paper it is. And it's got a tulip design in it. They all have some texture to it. And then I have all of these laces in there.
And they were how much, Pearl?
I'm looking for my paper. They're $12. You've got this pretty lace in there. I've never sold this lace before. You've got this pretty lace in there. I've never sold this one before. And I've never sold this one before or used it on anything. And then you've got a yard of this pretty lace. I'm trying to do some things to get rid of more lace.
So you pick your paper, pink, green, and blue?
Red.
Pink, green, or red.
Yeah. So what I did was I just took and folded it in half. I'm looking for my clip. And I made a little cone. And then I filled it with the lace.
Elisa Green.
All right. Thank you, Elisa. I'm the pen now. There it is. All righty. Thank you very much, Elisa. I appreciate it. And then there's a yard of this pretty lace was in there. I didn't really show it very well, but it's there. What color,
What
Jamie?
color?
I love the doilies. I think they're so pretty. Do you have a color preference or do you want me to choose? I hope you feel better, Casey. It's just no fun to be sick especially when
I
it's your
said 12.
Yeah.
Did I?
I did 12.
Oh, well, I put in 14. So, okay,
Yeah.
12. What
Yeah.
color, J Mac? I thought you said 14.
No, I said 12.
Okay. So, what color, J Mac? For $12. Debbie says any, so give her just one.
Okay.
And show J Mac the green paper.
Okay. It's a pretty green. It's a kind of a mossy green. It's not bright and flashy. It's muted.
Not picky. So, do you want green then, J Mac?
I liked all the colors. I just wanted one color, but I didn't have enough paper. That's right, Cindy. All right, let me do this. Let me put this right there.
J Mac says green.
Okay. So these are the colors. This is the pink. And this is the red. And this is the green. I feel like everything is shadowy and dark on my thing. I always feel that way. I feel like it's really dark.
It's not.
All right. Put that back in there. And Debbie wants any. Matt wants green.
Give her pink.
Give her pink.
Give her pink.
All right, Debbie, I'm going to give you red. How's that sound?
Red.
Red. It's not a bright, in your face red.
Okay.
This is what I did with these. I had all these cute little bags, and they have this little watering can on it. Some of them have something else. So I put one of the little bee sayings on it. To the sweetest place to be. And in it, I put a 12 by 12 piece of this neutral bee fabric. The only color in it is the occasional bee. You can see a lot of the bees. So,
no, girl, you're cutting out really bad.
Am I?
Unless it's me.
I don't know. Y'all tell us. I put a yard of this lace in there. I put 12 inches of this bee. Hey, Roxy, how are you doing? I put some of this bee ribbon in there. You can take the wire out, but I left it in because it squishes down better that way. And some yellow tickets. So, A is the welcome to the sweetest place to be. Oh, I forgot. There is buttons in there, black buttons. and a folio from a teeny tiny ancient dictionary. So that's in all of them as well. And then there is a little bee charm. They all vary. I have multiple different ones, so it'll be kind of random. It has a little charm and a ball pen on it. And this one is a white. All of them are muslin except this one. This one is white. It has grow where you are planted, and it has this little cabbage seed pack stamped on it, but I covered it up with this. You can do whatever you want to. These all have the red watering can, and you can see the bees are different. And so that is A, B, C, D, and E. This is another welcome to the sweetest place to be. I'm going to show you these so you can see the difference.
$3.50.
$3.50. This one is 500 feet to honey.
Debbie C. Michelle C.
Okay.
That's all I'm seeing.
Okay. I'm going to do this so I don't get it all mixed up again. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Can do that, and then I'll know. Oh, stop sticking to my paper.
Red can. Oh, well, they all got the red watering can, Marilyn. So
they all have a red watering can. They just have a different bee thing on it.
So
this one does not.
So give her one with a red watering can.
All right, I'm going to give her. I'll give her D.
Oh, she said C.
C? Okay, you got it. You've got it. I just want to put those in there so if I do it again, I'll have it in the right order. B and C were the two most popular. Okay. All righty. You write that down before I forget. I'll be watching the thing again to figure it out.
Tracy E.
Tracy E. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much. All right, we'll move those out of the way. I'm going to trip over something I know. I was telling Debbie Liam was here the other day, and I've got a stack of stamps that they're on the counter in my bathroom because I want to clean them. And he came out with awe in his voice, and he says, "You have the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum." And I said, "Yeah, I know. Isn't that awesome?" He's so funny. 8 years old is so funny. So I did several of these. I can do plenty of these if anybody wants more than one. And I couldn't. This lace, I wanted to put this lace on the front, but I couldn't. It was too big, too long. And so I put a doily, paper doily that I folded in half, and some tulle. And you've got a little kind of a tassel here with one of Debbie's dangles. They'll all vary. And I'm going to put something else in here as well to give it a little more color on the tassel. They're all pinned on with one of these gold, not it has a little crystal-like thing on the end, but it's on a beautiful blue and white ticking type fabric. The lace is awesome. It came off of an antique wedding dress. It's tucked. I mean, it's pleated at the top. It's like a dotted, almost like a dotted Swiss. It's got that pattern in it. And then it's got this beautiful lace on the end. So this lace can be taken off if you've got the patience to do it. It's stitched on. So there's an 8-inch piece of that. I'm limited with what I have on it. So there's that. There's tickets. And there are 4 bright white, long, skinny envelopes that could be used to make a tall, skinny journal with. And I think we did $3.50 on these as well, Debbie. And I'm going to find some other things. There's some tags, and I simply can't find them right now. I know they're here. I just couldn't find them. So I'll find those and put some of those garment tags in there. But I love
early, Lori.
Okay. Hey, Lori, how are you? I know. Wouldn't that be pretty on a sleeve?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. It was a beautiful, beautiful dress. How are you doing, Lori? What's up with you today on Tuesday? What's your weather like where you are?
Tracy wants one.
Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm trying to do something different besides just throwing things down, books, fabrics, lace. Same old every week. Different but the same. Hey, Martha. You didn't. Y'all, you missed so much. You'll have to go back and watch. I've already shown things twice. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it again. I can't do it to them again. But there's some cool things that I put together. And let's see. What else do I have in here? I have linens, ladies. I always have linens. Are you up for linen build-a-bundles?
Let's try one.
See what I can find. This. Those are bigs. I'm trying to find some of the pretty things. I swore I was going to do all of my. All right, there are 2 of these. These are very nice linen.
Are these build-a-bundles or just by the piece?
$10 build-a-bundles. We'll go to $10. This is a very fine linen. It has the slub texture to it where you get all those great lines and little knots here and there. They're scalloped edge. You're going to have to give me a sec to get one of these bins pulled. I got to pull everything off the top of this one to get to some of the good stuff. Oh, wow. I've been wondering where that went. All right. Let's see if we got some pretties here. This is a beautiful, beautiful table runner. It's a very fine cotton. And this is the pattern that's in it. Pulled thread, cut work, not pulled thread, cut work, and embroidery. And a lot of knots, French knots. And then you've got the embroidery down the sides. And then it's the same on the other side. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that 5th bin was piled up, another bin high on top of it. All right, let's see. What can I cover? All right, this is a part of a collar. I don't know where the other part is. I would say this went up and that was at the neck and then it came down. So there's that piece there. Here is a beautiful Nottingham lace doily. It's in very, very nice shape. Needs to be ironed, but it's in very nice shape. There we go. I don't see any stains on it or tears. Let's see. Here is a pretty doily with crochet. Not going to fit all the way on my board, but somebody patched it right there. I love to see that. They patched it and kept using it instead of throwing it away. I see a little hole working there and tiny one there and there, but no real stains. It's got a pretty pattern. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces there. There's a little small napkin. I don't have many napkins left. It's got the scalloped edge. And it has that pretty little cut work and embroidery on it. That's 7 pieces there. Let's see. Here is another napkin. It's a large napkin. It feels like a cotton. It does have the slub texture in the fabric. You can see that. The little lines and knots. And it's got this beautiful little old lace around all 4 edges. And it's got this cut work with this little crochet piece in it. That's 9. We're reaching my limit. I'll find one more piece to put down. All right, this is not a linen, it's a lace, and it's one of the little bit I have left.
Roxy.
All right, Roxy, you're going to get this too. So this is a lace you can use. I mean, look at the edge, all the threads. I think it's amazing to watch how they do this kind of lace work. Well, thank you, Roxy. I like that collar. And if anybody's unfamiliar with a Build-A-Bundle, just speak up and we'll explain it. All right, let's see. I'm going to start this one with one of these napkins. It has that beautiful lace around it. It does have a little stain right there. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to put it down because I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do with it. It's fairly heavy. I think that would be cool if you were doing a very large journal to have this on the spine and have that come around the sides. And there's this pretty table runner. It's not super long. It's wider than you typically see some of the table runners. Here it is. This is on my blue board. And this is what it looks like up close. There we go. And then it has this lace edge. And this is it folded in half. And I've got a pretty damask napkin. It's got a pretty, you know, the what do they call the chrysanthemums that flare out? I can't think of it. Spider mums. Spider mum. It's like spider mums. And I've got 2 of those I'll put down. And then let's see, what is this? That's that same napkin. I'm not going to put those down. I don't like those. See what else I can come up with is different. All right, here is a table runner. I don't know what kind of crochet this is, but it's machine crochet. I know that. I don't know what the pattern is, but it's long. You've got all those pretty knots in there. You've got that design there, that design in the center, and then that design again on the end. So this is a nice long one. And I love the way that looks against a color. So there's that piece. And let's see, I'm trying to find something different. All right, here's just a regular little crocheted doily. And I keep tugging at things, trying to find something different. This is an older doily, you can tell. And it's the, I call that a peacock tail, but everybody calls it a pineapple. But it's a small one. You can see it's about a little bit bigger than my hand. There's that one. There's a little red and white and pink little hot pad that somebody made. Here's another one of those Nottingham lace, and this is very delicate and pretty. Little Nottingham lace. So one more piece. Let me find something special. Something different. Let's see. Let me go back to the bin.
Goldie.
All right, Goldie, you're going to get this as well. I'm trying to reduce the number of bins I have of linens. So I have a feeling there may be more in storage. I'm going to go with my daughter tomorrow. She needs empty bins, and I've got a bunch of them. So she's going to come over. We're going to go look, and I'm going to take stock and decide what to do. So I think I can sign it over to them. Just let them have it all, and they'll auction it, and then they'll keep the money. Or I can continue to try to take things to the auction I've been going to. But then that means I have to pay for the monthly fee again. And I just don't know if I'm willing to do that. So I'll decide tomorrow. It's been wearing me out. I'm not functioning as well because I'm trying to do too many things at one time. And it's not working. And I really just would like to, I'd like to craft. Just do nothing but craft for a while. Sew, paint, all that stuff. I'm going to have Liam all summer. I'm so excited. I've missed that little boy. My little honey bunny. All right. I'm going to throw these down. And then I'll add some things with it. So I have 2 of these left. And there's some stains, but this would be really pretty coffee stained. All right, here it is. That's the pretty pattern that's cut into it, the cut work. So there's 2 of those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. It's got this pretty shell design on the bottom here with some cut work, and it's got the double embroidery around the edge. So there's 6 of those. So that's 8 placemats. Here's a large doily, a little bit of stain right there, but that may come out. Here's a small doily that has the little ruffled edge. And here is some blue doilies. And if nobody's interested in this, I will get it out of the way and we'll start over. I'll do 2 of those. And here's another doily. And one of those pretty white napkins.
Hank Gurley says, would they make a good pocket, that large oval? Do they have any weight to them?
This one?
The large oval.
Yep, that's this one. It does. It's not shirt weight. It's, let's see, make a pocket. I'm talking about like this. That would make a pretty pocket. I think it's got enough body that you wouldn't have any trouble with it. It's not floppy. I don't feel like it's floppy. I don't know about that one. That's a little lighter weight. This is a little more tightly woven. You got it, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hank Gurley says yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. I will try. I put all of my bins in the storage room before Liam came. So I'm trying to think of how I can do this and pin it without having everything. There we go. That'll work. Everything I had spread out in the living room. So then I had to pull it back out. So I found my bins of wedding lace. So I'm going to try to do some bundles of wedding lace and have those for next week. I'm going to try. I keep saying I'm going to do stuff and then I never get to do it. This is another one of those really, really long, beautiful cotton table runners. And then there's one more. There may be more, but I see one more of those. That's really pretty. Here's just a plain white cotton. It's got some lines in it right there, but it doesn't have a lot of decoration to it. Here's a different napkin. It needs to be pressed. They've all been in this bin. It's got this pretty cutwork flower on it right there. And then let's see. There's this, and I don't know what this is supposed to be. I have no clue. I mean, maybe you guys can give me a clue as to what that would have been. It doesn't look like anything. Well, it does look like something might have been taken out of there. But there's that really pretty piece right there. And then you've got the edging. I'm going to hold it up so you can see the texture in that center. Look at how many stitches it took to do that. Isn't that crazy? And there may have been something in there. I don't think so, though. It's hard to tell. I do not know. But I think those are super cool. And here is a large crochet table runner. Blue and white. And this is it folded in half. So you can kind of get an idea of the size. All right, and here is a doily that's ruffled. It's got orange, variegated orange and yellow in the center, and then white, and then it goes to variegated purples around the edge. It's a very large doily. So if you like to cut things and use them for things, you got a lot to work with there. Let me dig. Let me see what else is in here. All right, here is a pretty little doily with dimensional roses. You can see the dimension, I think, right there. And then here's one. It's beautiful. I'll put it on here. It's kind of a teal, a pale teal color and white. And it's large. So there's a lot to work with there as well. It's got the pineapples. All right. Let's see. Oh, here's an all white. There's your center. And this is unusual. That's unusual too. I don't recall seeing that before. It's nice and flat. All right, Marilyn, you got it. Thank you very much. Get the whole bundle.
How did you see that before I did?
Because I just happened to glance up.
I know, me too, but she wasn't there, and now she's there.
I just think the internet's getting so wonky. Let me see. Thank you, Marilyn. Let's see. It'll be put in there pretty when I send it out. I just, for the sake of time, I just try to just get it controlled. All right, come on. Try to do it without sticking myself. I don't like to bleed on the linen. No bleeding on the linen. All right, let's see what else we've got. I'm going to pull some of the doilies and things. All the bins are different. All right, I've got this doily. This looks like a newer work. It's still pretty, and I think this would be awesome coffee stain. Or if you're going to use it, it's in perfect shape to use. But you could cut this and use that, and then you've got the twos there. So if you're looking for things to use, that's a fairly nice size piece. Then I have another one of these blue ones, blue and white. So there's a bunch of those. I'll do something else. I'm trying to make it different. All right, this is this is older thread. You can tell by the feel. What to do? Oh, it's right here. And this is the pattern. You've got the little wheel-like things around it. You've got the star shape in it, and it is a fairly long one. And then let's see. This is a pretty, it's a fabric, and it's holiday, but I'm going to throw it down because we can always start working on holiday things anytime. And even this could just be winter, not especially Christmas, just winter. And that's how wide it is. And this is how doubled it is. So it's a really wide, there's a little stain right there. And it's a damask over fabric. So we'll put that down because it keeps coming to the top. And let's see what this is. Okay, this is one of those bread things. It says hot rolls on this side. It's got heavy, it's a really heavy, thick trim and heavy, thick embroidery there. And then it's got this pretty embroidery here. So that could be cut to use. There's that. Here is two like faded minty gray. Oh no, it's one napkin. It's one big napkin. Isn't that a pretty color? A few little small stains. That bin was trying to attack me. I had two bins trying to attack me. I'm glad I wasn't stepping back. So there's that. I think this one was saying me, use me. It must have been. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Good, now I can get to the one underneath that. Here is an older doily in the ochre, not ochre. My brain today. These are it's a very light, silky type of thread. So you've got 3, 6, 9 doilies you could get out of that, and some spiders. And let's see, here's one in a creamy yellow. 3, 6, 7 doilies you can get out of that one. And here's another one, lots of the pineapples, peacock feathers, whatever you want to call them. It's got a lot on that. That's pretty. It's a very, very tightly done small thread. That one. Let's see. I'm trying to find something a little different. Instead of putting the same thing down over and over again. Now, I believe that these could be used to tea stain with. Once they get saturated, I think that design would come through really well on that. So there's that. Let's see. Something different. If you're into doilies and cutting up doilies, here's one. It's a nice big one. Smaller doilies.
Now come, you're reporting me to the Moderators Union. What the heck did I do, Miss Carol?
Now, is this one in, or is it Roxy said me again?
Oh, she did?
I think. I'm not sure. So you'll have to go up.
Back. Go back. I've been. Hello, sweet. Oh, she did. Hello. I seen hello, sweets. And then I see you beat me up that time. And then she's in between there. So, yes,
Okay, you got it.
Roxy.
You got a
I
nice.
think it's by blaming you for the internet. I think it's me, Pearl.
Okay. You got a nice big one, and that's fine with me because this stuff needs to go away. I'm drowning in linens. I don't even look at linens anymore.
Carol, you get your butt in here and mod, or J Mac, you get in here and mod. I kind of dozed off for a minute in my chair.
I kind of thought you might have.
I know, I
She got
kind
a
of
new,
dozed off.
she got a new awesome chair. Oh, you're welcome. It's got to go away. Like I said, you heard the bin try to attack me.
Sorry, Roxy, I kind of dozed off. Stick it up your nose, Carol. Or where the sun don't shine, maybe I should say.
Well, it didn't shine up your nose either.
I know. Pearl's putting me to sleep today. Ah,
I'm sorry.
it's warm in here and I'm relaxed in my chair and off I go.
All right. This is a rectangular tablecloth. It's not a huge one. Let's see what this says. It's not an old one. It's Vera, whoever Vera is. It's a polyester rayon. It has the slub texture to it and some pulled thread. This would be a great utility fabric to do some covers with and then do lace overlay. Measured it. This is going to be an ish size. I folded it in almost a good quarter, but all right.
All right, I think I'm awake now.
It's going to be about 48 by 50, 48 by 50 or something. It's ish. It's so you can tell the size. So I'm going to put that down. But this would be really pretty to use as a utility fabric. It's got a nice look to it. And then you could just overlay different laces and trims and things on it. And so we'll start with that. We'll throw down this large, very, 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 very large table topper doily. Isn't that pretty? It's got all the little different sizes of, I want to call it peacock feathers, but pineapples. And then around the edge, it's got these pieces that could be cut and used if you're going to cut it and use it in that pretty center. So we'll put that down there. Let's see. I haven't seen much of anything with embroidery in this bin. This one is a little ratty tatty, but that makes it awesome. I'll show you the lace in just a second. You've got your baskets on either side. You've got some staining. You've got your flowers there, and then your circle there. And then here's the basket close up. And here's the lace. I love this lace. See if we can get it to show. Yeah. Let me do this. It never works when I'm trying to hold something slippery. It's very delicate. Hey, Tammy, how are you doing? Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I do that. Oftentimes, if I can't stay in chat, I'll pop in and at least give a thumbs up and then run and do what I got to do. So there's that piece. Here's another piece with some embroidery. And this, it's finished off at the end here. It has this vibrant pink and blue design here. That would be pretty on the front of a journal. The lace, you can tell, has gotten some wear and tear, but that makes it really fun for the some of the ratty tatty things. I always do that, and then it's too far away from the camera. There's the lace. So there's that piece. Let's see. Here's some smaller pieces. Sometimes the smaller pieces are nice. This is a different color. It's a square. And I don't know if this is a stain. It looks to me like it's a stain, but it also looks like it could be the thread that they used. Maybe it was a practice piece. See what I'm saying? It looks too uniform. It goes from, I don't know. I do not know. It's just duotoned. But it's a nice shape. Perfect size to put on a book cover. All right, here's a cute one. It's got the little flowers. It needs to be pressed. I don't get a chance to press any of this, but you got lots of different colors in there, and that's really pretty. And then here's a plain one that's very pretty. I think these make cute skirts. There's that one. I'm going to put one of these down just in case you want to do some coffee staining or something with it. Excuse my wheezing. I'm not sure what this was supposed to be. This is an older piece, you can tell. It's got butterflies, and it's got the pineapple, and I'll hold it up so you can get a little bit better look at it. So you've got 3 butterflies and a very tiny thread was used on this, very small thread. Oh, okay. Thank you, Goldie. I'm gonna put this doily down too. So you'll get all of that. But I just avoid all of the linens now because I've just got way too many. All right. What time is it, Debbie? Was there something you were doing this afternoon? Okay.
It's 3 o'clock your time.
Okay.
We'll quit at 4 so that I can have time to go to the bathroom and get a drink and
all that before the next sale.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm going to see what's over here. Yeah. Okay. I love this. This is one of my favorite pieces. And it's stained. It's not ratty, but it's just got age stains on it. And it's pillowcases. No, and actually, the oddball thing about this, and you've got your pulled thread here, you've got this pretty embroidery, and on this side, there's very little aging. This is all together one piece, where they might have cut it here at some point to make 2 pillowcases out of it. You've got your French felled seam back here. And so this is one super, super, super long piece. And then you can see the aging on this side. I would say with the restoration, a lot of this would probably come out. This is just age stained. But isn't that really funny how they did that? I don't know if they did it and they were going to turn it into pillowcases at some point. But it is that 72, 74. It's about 76 inches long. But I just thought that was unusual that they did that. I'm going to put the pretty piece down. So there's that. I'll put one of those on there. All right. Here's a pretty doily.
How wide is it, Pearl?
Let me measure. 15 and 3/4, so double that. So 30 and 31 and a half inches, or 31 and a quarter. All right, we got those doilies. Here's a little doily. I keep losing my blue board. Is it underneath? No. Here it is, at my feet. So let me show you this one. I want you to be able to really see it. It's just a very fine thread. Come on. And just a simple pattern. I think that would make a cute little wrap for a small journal. And then this one, you can't really see it under there. So let me just see it a little bit better. Just lots of pineapples. Let's see if we can do something different. This is a bread thing. It's the ecru color with the rose here and the small flowers there, and you can see the butter right there. Makes me want a buttered biscuit or a buttered roll. Hey, Zan, how are you doing? And these are builder bundles, Zan. Trying to get rid of some of these linens.
I don't even see Zan. I don't even see her.
I see her. All right. Little topper.
All right. I sure don't see her anywhere.
You don't see her in the chat at all?
No.
That's funny.
Neither do I, Carol says. I think you're nuts, Pearl. Kath don't see her either. Carol don't see her. I think you've gone crazy.
I could have sworn I saw her.
You did not see her.
That's really funny. I've lost my mind.
Off the deep end.
I am, y'all. Pray for me, okay? All right, this is a little table topper. This square. It's just a plain cotton. It's an older cotton fabric, and somebody stitched this green trim on it. I could have sworn I saw her face on her icon. Her icon. That was really weird. Oh, I need to get a good night's sleep tonight. I don't know what's causing me to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Paint girlie's taking this.
Okay, thank you, Lori. Let me see. I'm going to put something else in there. I'm going to put this in there with that. All right. I could have sworn that I looked up and I saw her icon. Maybe it was Roxy and it was the XY. Got to be a reason. I don't know. I love this. I think you're going to love having that fabric to work with. It's really, really pretty. I love fabric. All right, now I'm going to, come on. I'm going to clip this so I don't lose anything out of it until I can get it bundled up.
Because JMH doesn't come in as whatever her name is. She comes in as JMH. So I don't know how you.
Oh, I don't know. My brain, you know. All right, this is the one I saw just a second ago. This is a table topper. It's really pretty. It's got this pretty crochet through it. And in the corners, it's got embroidery, and that has got that embroidery in that corner. And it's an ecru thread on the embroidery. Does need to be pressed. And then here's the crochet part, and it goes crisscross across the whole thing. In the center on the sides, you've got that pretty embroidered flower. And then this is the center. And in the center, you've got these round edges and you've got the pretty flowers there. I do see a slight stain right there. But that's the only thing I see. So it's a beautiful little table topper. I could have sworn I saw his face. I'm losing it, y'all. All right, so I'm going to put that right there. Here are some doilies. For those that like to cut those out and have the doilies. And here's a white set. And here's one that's very different. Let me put this down so you can see it. That's very different. We got pretty little skirts right here across the edge. And then you've got this rounded design. I've never seen that before. And then let's see what else I can find. Here is just a heavier cotton doily. You can make a doily book out of this. I'll make a cute doily book. And there's that. And here is this one. Some staining there, but it's got the pinwheel design at the tear right there. But again, you've got all these little pieces here that make cute skirts. Or dresses, as Debbie says, dresses. Let me find something different. All right, here is a pretty, this will make a pretty book cover too. A little table, not a table runner, but a just rectangular doily. I'll do one more piece on that one. Let's see, and it'll be this.
Time to move on to something else.
Yeah, this is an older piece.
Calf.
It's got that embroidery there. There's a little hole there, but this trim is just really yummy. Thank you, Kath.
Do you girls want more build-a-bundles, or do you want something else?
Yep, tell me. I'm happy to switch. But I sure am thankful to get rid of some of these linens.
Yeah, so if you want more. Well, let's see. Wait a minute, Kath. Is it Pink Girl? Yes, Pink Girly, Lori, Goldie. Who did I say? Goldie?
You said Kath.
All right. Is it Pink Girly? Build-a-bundle, Roxy, Kate. Is it Pink Girly? Yes. Yes, I'm Kath. Goldie. So it's Goldie.
Okay.
It was Goldie, and then it was Roxy. I swore it said.
Yeah, no, yeah. Sometimes
it's Goldie.
Goldie, okay.
Oh, so Roxy's saying build a bundle, so let's do a few more then.
All right.
Be all right. So if you can get rid of this linen, it'd be okay.
Yep. All right. I've got to find. I was going to type up. I'll just use this. I'll put it back. I don't want it to open up and everything spill out, and then I have to go back and watch and make sure I get everything in there. So. All right. I love this. It's such a blessing to get rid of some of this.
Roxy says, I need the kind you can cut into different pieces or different bits.
You talking about doilies?
I guess. She said she needs that where you can cut it into different bits.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. This is the biggest napkin I've ever seen. And it has that letter on it. But this is yummy fabric. It's a really nice. This has linen in it. I don't think it's 100% linen, but it has linen in it. And it's got the slub texture. It's a very fine fabric. And that embroidered piece.
Goldie says, yes, because that's how I use them. I always cut them into bits or little motifs.
Yep, motifs.
Me as well. I like doilies made up of little doilies.
Yep, yep. Well, let me see what I can find. All right, here is this white one. It's got a little bit of stain right here. Is this what you're talking about? So there's a little bit of stain on this one. It may wash out. I get these at estate sales and thrift stores. I did. I don't buy anything anymore. All right, let's see if I can find something else that has more doilies in it. This is kind of an oddball one. To me, it looks like eggs, green eggs and ham. It's thick. See how thick it is? It's puffy. And it's got that yellow center. So I don't know what those are supposed to be, but there's a whole lot of them. Yeah, let's see. All right, here's another one. This makes nice edging. You've got all the nice edging you can use, and it's got 8 doilies in it. Let's see if there's anything else in this bin that's like that. That's not. These are, I got lots of pineapples. Lots of pineapples.
Well, the pineapples can be cut up.
Yeah, but I think they're for doilies.
Well, I know. I think they are too.
All right. Here's another one with doilies. And this is a pretty oval with doilies. That's so pretty. I don't know if I have many more that have doilies like that in it. And I'm looking. This is different. Those are little rectangular pieces.
Roxy says, me.
Okay, you got it. And I'm going to throw this one in there too because I already had it in my hands. It's little small pieces. So these could be used for little, I can't think of the word. I'm just going to leave it there. You'll figure it. You'll know what to do with it. And this is really a blessing to get some of this out of here. All right, Pearl, you should have taken that off the thing first. I try to make it tight so nothing falls out. Alrighty. Let's see what else we can do. All right, here is a table topper. I'm going to leave it folded in fourths, and then I'll measure it. It's just white cotton fabric, and it's got these daisies all over it. And it's got the cut work. It's cut out in the center of the daisy. I'll measure it. And it's going to be an ish.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll keep an eye. We can still hear you, Debbie, if you want to mute. All right, 22, so 44. Looks like about a 44 by 44. White cotton table topper.
All right, I'm back, Pearl.
Okay. I just hit my mouth. I hate it when I do that. I can still hear you, so I didn't. There we go. I've knocked myself off the computer altogether. And here is a, I'll put this down so you'll be able to see it. A pretty, another one of those that's open, but great skirt material. And then these are great little cluster materials. And then you've got that pretty center. And then this is a big one. Here's the center. So this is a huge one. Skirt material, little cluster material. That's about all this is, but it's good for something. We're all good for something. Nobody's really good for nothing. And let's see. Here's a tight weave. Oh, this is nice. An Antimacassar with kittens. Look at that, Debbie.
Yes, that's just wonderful.
So if you got kitties and you love kitties and you'd like to have kitty stuff in your house, kitties.
I'll just take my kitties. I don't want kitty stuff.
I'll take
stuff. I got a litter box and I got to feed them and water them.
Yep. Okay, so here's another one of those in that bright white. So lots of pretty cluster material. Well, let's see if I can find something else. Let's find something with some color or something. All right, I've got one of these. It's got the 6 doilies. This has the pineapples, if you like to use the pineapple. There's lots of pineapples in there. And then this one is a, it's that filet crochet style, but it's has that heavier thread, more of a cotton thread in it. These are great to cut out for little cluster pieces. And there's that one. Let me see if I can find anything else with multiple doilies. Here's a map down. It's pretty. This was one of my favorites. It's that pretty federal blue with rose colored and pink flowers on it. I thought I sold all the napkins, but I'm sure I'll find a piece in there. Here's a fun one. Isn't that cute with little variegated pansies? All right, let's see what's in here. I'm turning it over. I'm tilling the box to see if I can come up with something.
Martha.
Martha. This is what I had in my hand, so it's going to go down to lots of little skirt fabric here. Thank you, thank you.
Did you get a hold of StreamYard, Martha? Oh, they're the hardest people in the world to get hold of. When I had a problem, I like to never got them.
All of it.
I don't know if we figured it out ourselves or what happened, but oh my.
All of technology is frustrating now. I was going to say something and it went right out of my brain. Oh, well. Let me see. Let's see different things. Oh, this is pretty. This is an older cotton piece, and it's a table topper. It's got stains on it, but this is an older fabric. You see the warp and the weave in there. It's a little loosely woven. It's perfect for embroidery. And this has got that pretty, this is a crocheted lace. It's got these pretty tulips, a few stains. It goes down the side to the other corner. So it's all the same, but you can see there's some stains. A little restoration would probably take that out. But here's the lace, and it's a very, very tight thread, small thread crochet. That could be taken off. So that would give you a lot. It'd give you almost 4 yards of that lace. Let's see what this measures. So that's folded in quarters. How many thumbs up do we have, Debbie?
What'd you say?
How many thumbs up do we have?
Oh, we had 19 a while ago. Let me look.
So we have 40. We have about 41 inches at the most.
21.
21. Okay, by 34. So it's not quite square, but it's a really pretty piece. I love that fabric. And then I'm going to throw this down on it. That's another one of those older ballet crochet. And then here's one of these really pretty. That's good for skirts. And I mean, this is just pretty. What was that fabric? There was something. It wasn't that pretty, but you could just put something like this over it and then overlay more lace just to let some of the fabric show through. All right, this is in my way. It's going down. It's a red napkin. Let's see. About those. All right, here's one of these that fall on the floor. I think this is the last one of these. It's that pretty soft cotton. They had that little flower embroidery and cut work in it. Oh goodness, fighting insurance companies. That's my next favorite thing to do. I was looking at changing. I've got a huge storage unit, and it's been chock-a-block full for a year and a half now, and it's time for some of that stuff to go. I love these roses on here, but it's a triangular. It's wider at the bottom than it is at the top. And so I went to a different one across the street from that one, and it's all automated. There's never anybody on site, and that makes me a little nervous. All right, and here is this one with the butterflies and the daisies, and there's 2 of those, and there's one of the smaller ones. Put those together. That way, if anybody really wants those, they'll have all of them. Here is a napkin with the little blue embroidery on it. Let's see what else it is. Here's a little piece. It's a little doily, and it's got little flowers and this fine, tiny little crochet trim. And I think that says water. So I guess maybe they put their water picture on it. Isn't that cute? And here's some smalls. And there's another small. And there's a variegated one. And here, this is going to have to be the last piece. If nobody's interested, I'll just throw it back in the bin. It's around, look at that tiny crochet thread.
Goldie.
And that purple. There's a little tiny hole right there. Thank you, Goldie. Let's see. I am going to get some kits together. Oh, yay, 25. I got to come up with something for a thumbs up giveaway. I have an end of sale giveaway. We could just do that at the end. At the end. All right, there's that one. Woo. All right, this is this one. This is a long table runner with those square, big squares, and then the smaller squares in the corners. So this is a very long table runner. I would say almost 72, maybe about 71. Just doing my shoulder measurement by tape measure. Here it is. About 12. So there's that. Here's a little tiny white doily with some stains on it. That's no big deal. That's no big deal. That's no big deal. I'm going to throw this down. It's awkward looking, but all you have to do is cut this off. This was some kind of a Sears swag. And it curves. It's really odd how it's curved, and it makes it hang pretty. This is good for coffee staining and tea staining and stuff, and even using almost as a stencil. And then here is a big Mamma Jamma. What would you use these for, Debbie? That'd be pretty down the side of a journal, or in a cluster. If you made a cluster and put that
in a cluster, yeah. If you made like you hung that little blue, when you that blue thing, you would have been cute hanging from that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of those clusters plus the center that you can use. So it's a big one. And then, let's see. I keep trying to find something that has plain doilies in it, and I think I'm out. This is more pineapples. But you've got these little skirts for clusters too. A ton of those around that. I won't give you too many of those, so trying to find different things.
Roxy.
Okay, Roxy, you got it. And I've got this, and I think I did that one of those in something else. So thank you. Lots of goodies there. And for those of y'all that weren't here earlier when I brought them back out, I still have a lot of the Lamode. So if anybody's interested in more of the Lamodes, you can just send me a message, or you can just tell me in here now how many you'd like to have, because I still have a bunch. Let's see what I can find to do with one. All right. This is half of a tablecloth. And it's a very nice cotton fabric. And it has this pretty blue embroidery around the cut work. And then it has these pretty inset pieces in it. And so I can add a few things to this, but I think, Debbie, let's just see if anybody's interested. I could do.
How much are they? What's Roxy asking? How much are they? What? What'd you have that you said?
Oh,
the Lamodes, $5, Roxy.
$5, Roxy. I'll do this for $5 each piece. There's 2 pieces. It's a quarter of a tablecloth. It's huge. This is part of it here.
Roxy wants 4 Lamodes.
Okay, I gotcha. What did I do with those? My list is right here. You've got it. Thank you very much. I've been really shocked that everybody hasn't just been eating those up because that's a phenomenal price. So I've got 2 pieces. I don't feel like I can.
They're $5 for this, for each piece of this. I put it in. That's
Yeah,
not for Lamodes. That's for this these pieces.
No, this would be a quarter of a huge tablecloth.
Anybody interested?
I don't see anybody. All right. Let's see. All right. We'll start this one with this piece. It's a pretty table runner. It's on the huck cloth. And the huck cloth is what a lot of people would do embroidery on. And you slip underneath that little thread. So the embroidery is on the front, but you don't see it on the back. And I don't think I could ever do that. So here's that piece. It's got a pretty damask design on it right here. I really love it. And then here is one of these big doilies. Let's see. Here's another piece of that Sears curtain. Had one more piece of that. Let's see if I can find the other piece to this. Let me find it. That's not it. But I've got this little bread. It says bread. And I may have to pull another bin just to get some variety. And here's another. This is a similar, it's similar but different. The colors are just a little bit different. But this is a little square doily with those corners that are really pretty, and it just has that design in the center. And let's see. I'm going to throw this down because I like it. I think it's cute. I may have to get another bin out. Is that it? Okay. I have my hands are kind of big. The gloves.
Tracy wants that.
You got it. You got the gloves. I got both of them. There's 2 gloves. If I can get it off. My hands aren't that big. There we go. So you get both gloves. And you're going to get this too. Can y'all see how eager I am for this stuff to go away?
She loves the white lace with the swirly thing.
White lace. Oh yeah, that I only had 2 of those, so that's the last one of those. I had a ton of lace curtains, and I may still have some, but I haven't gotten down to them though. I have 2 of the antique curtain panels that I still have left. Would anybody like to see those? They're $15 each. Let me go grab those because I'd like to get those out of my living room. These are
Any
in,
more of those doilies with the star in the center, Pearl?
no. That I'll look and see, but I don't think so. So I did these a few weeks ago, and I have these two left. You can see they're stained, they're older. These I can definitely call antique because the lady that I bought them from several years ago, because I kept holding on to them, um, they were in her mother's house, and she was 80 something years old when I bought these from her. So what did I do with my little blue board? Oh, there it is. Let me put this down so you can see it. But these are all that I have left, and they're $15 each. There are two. They do match, so you could actually use them in a window.
Roxy wants one.
Okay. Thank you, Roxy.
You want one or two, Roxy?
We had a kerfuffle with somebody and they canceled their order. So, and that now that I mentioned that, I try to work with everybody. If you have a problem and you communicate with me, I will work with
Roxy
you.
wants them both.
You got it, Roxy. Thank you very much. But if you just cancel your order without communicating with me, then you don't shop with me anymore. Because if you've done it once, you'll do it again, and I can't do that. I can't have somebody spending hundreds of $100 or even $40 or $50 and then canceling the order. So if you have if something comes up, I totally understand. I've had somebody that had a heart attack. I knew it was going to be a long road, and it has been, and I just went ahead and canceled their order because I did not want to add extra stress. So I'm just telling you, communicate with me. I will work with you. I'll do everything I can to make it work for both of us. All right. Well, what time is it? 40. We got 15 minutes. All right. Let me do one more build a bundle and then we'll do the giveaway, Debbie.
All right.
I've got a whole bin, almost a whole bin empty.
Hey, Chris.
Pulling some things from back there and see what I can find that might be different. Hey, Chris, how are you doing today? All right, this is just a little towel, but it's still really pretty. It's the Huck cloth, and it has a pretty little damask. It looks like roses pattern down here. It's in pretty good shape. It's got lint all over it, but I don't see any stains. Nope, no stains. So we'll start with that. We'll build into that. And this was there. I don't have many of these, so this is really pretty. I think this is the last one. This is that special. This is special. I don't know what it's called. I did know. My brain's not pulling it up right now. But you got your little squares with the thread. And then you've got your open work with the little things put in it and your edging. So for the life of me, I can't think what it's called. And then here is another table runner. It has a big stain right here, but it has got really pretty corners. And it's got a nice edging. No, it's got the little, see, I'm losing it today, Debbie. I didn't get enough sleep. PK knots. So you up, sorry, I didn't mean to bump y'all in the head. You've got a pretty corner here too, and it's far enough away from this stain that you could still use that corner. It's got pretty, I think it was supposed to be, they were supposed to do the cut work in it, but they didn't, so you could do that if you wanted to. So that's 3 table runners. All of them different. Well, that's not a table runner, that's a towel. I don't do it. You don't have sleep. All right, here is a funky little um, doily thing with yellow and white. Here's one with the star in the center. And these are different colors too, you don't usually see. Green, and that's kind of a golden ochre color there. Variegated. So there's that. And here is a little white doily. And here is, all right, let's see. I don't know if I should put down another table runner. That. See what I've got. All right, here is another towel. And it is the same hook cloth, and it's got the pretty flowers embroidered here, and then a variegated purple. A little stain there, a little stain there, and then the end is plain. So there's that. And let's see. Here's a pretty little doily in that. I call that a California blue because that's what I used to buy shirts that color. They call it California blue. Let's see. I'm looking for something different. All right, here are some napkins. This is a nice quality cotton. Just needs to be ironed. Has a little bit of the slub texture to it. And it's got the little embroidered edge, the little picot knot. What we got going on here, y'all?
Well, Tracy's asking if she wants the star doily to Chris. And then Pearl, you could pop it in her package, that star doily. Tracy's offering it to her.
Tracy's offering it to who?
Paint girly, Lori.
All right, let me get a piece of paper, not just a little note. Okay. Oh, goodness. Then I'm gifting it to Lori, Paint Girly, from Tracy. And that was the last one I threw down. Is that right? Or the second to the last?
It was a star doily. I don't know.
Well, oh. All right. This is about all I can do for this one. If there's anybody interested in this one, I'll make sure that star doily goes in there. So you've got this pretty blue, the 2 napkins, this pretty doily, an embroidered towel, this doily, this doily, this doily, this table runner, very nice table runner. This is so hard to find. So let me know if anybody's interested in this. If not, I'm just going to throw it back in the bin. So it's not
just don't throw it back in the bin. Keep it separate. Fold it up or something.
No, I'll throw it back in the bin.
Drag it back out again.
Yeah, well, different pieces will go in different ones. So
okay,
because we're at 4 and we've got lots to do before the sale tonight. If we're going to be able to be there at the sale, so
all right. Nobody wants it.
It's fine. My feelings are never hurt by things like that. All right. So I'm going to find that Star Joily and make sure that goes to Lori Paint Girly. I'm just going to do this as kind of a thumbs up into a sale giveaway.
So we're going to put numbers in.
Yeah, let's put numbers in. Oh, you're
Get to
welcome.
showing it.
All right. So this is just a little tin with pretty birds on it. I've been trying to do smaller tins. I didn't have anything ready for Vanessa's thing tonight, but it has some of the same laces that the other ones had in it. Not completely, but some. So it's got this pretty lace in there. And again, I love this over a pretty ribbon or a piece of fabric that has a nice rich color to it. And it will be pretty when you get it. It's not going to be just dumped in there. And here is a older, very pretty net French lace. Can't get it. Let me get my blue thing so it'll show up.
All right. 3 o'clock.
What's he cooking for dinner?
Says roast beef, potatoes, carrots, and noodles.
Yum. Send me some.
Okay. I'll get it right over. Last call.
Got this pretty lace in there. You got this one in there. So some of these are the same as the tins I sold earlier. And I do have 1 tin left if anybody wants to see it. There's a little piece of this tablecloth lace. You got the corner, a small piece, and then the corners where I had to cut it. So that's in there. You've got a piece of this pretty lace, and there wasn't much of this one, so I don't think that's pretty large. I really like that one.
To get the free giveaway, you girls have had to have purchased today.
Yeah,
I'm assuming everybody purchased, but just making sure everybody purchased, it puts in a number.
This is an older lace. I got this at the doll makers estate sale. And there's this pretty little cutwork lace. And then there's some of the ribbons. This is the white ribbon with the roses on it. I can't get it to show up the way I want it to. There we go. That's one of my favorite ribbons. This is the pink one with the roses. And this is that creamy colored one that has other colors in it. You see how it flashes other colors? It never does that when I want it to. But it does. When you turn it, it picks up colors around. And so that is what's in this tin. And I have one left over. If anybody's interested in it, I'll show it real fast.
All right, I'm going to put in the stop. We're going to do the closest going over. Alexa, pick a number from 11 to 39. 13. Cass Sachs has it right on the nose.
Yay. So I'm trying to find smaller boxes, smaller tins, and do lace tins and boxes that are a little more affordable. And things that I can do for giveaways. So I'll try to have one for Vanessa's giveaway next month, but I just didn't have the time. Actually, this is on my desk. That's going to go in there too. Get it off my desk. All right, this is the one that was left over. And Debbie, do you remember the price on these? I don't remember. And they're buried.
No, I don't.
Let me see.
Does anybody know what they bought those tins for? Was it 14? But then I don't know, so I can't say that.
Oh, the price is not on that one. Well, I'll save it for later. I'm sorry. I can't find them. They're buried under stuff. So put something different in it for the next sale. And I'll get that paper off the top. I struggled with that last night and finally had to give up. It's going to come off. But well, ladies, thank you all for coming today.
Yeah, because Colin's got a ball game and I forgot about it at 4:30. So
Goldie's saying they were 15. So if anybody's interested in this one for 15, it's got more in it than this. It's got some of the same things.
I'm going to pull it out real quick.
Where's that? Oh, it's got a piece of this wedding dress lace in it. So if anybody's interested in this one, that paper will be off the top. I just didn't have time last night to try to get it all off. So I have this one left if anybody's interested, Debbie.
Oh, Laura Beth says me. So
Okay,
Laura Beth.
you got it, Laura. Thank you. And I'll get that off the top. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here today. And I'm sure we'll see you in a little while on Debbie's channel for all that beautiful paper. You know, who is it selling it?
Joanne and Christy.
Joanne and Christy. And it's Florentine paper. I couldn't think of the word for a minute. Florentine paper tonight. So I will see you guys over there, I'm sure, in a little while. What, 6 o'clock?
5 o'clock, I think.
Oh, 5 o'clock. Okay, let me get that right.
I'm not really sure.
Let me get the link, and then that way everybody will have it.
It ain't either. It's only 80.
All right, here it is. Let me grab it and live orange papers. Copy. I'm doing it in StreamYard. I'm doing it in StreamYard instead of YouTube. Hello, nitwit. Do it in YouTube. Do it on my laptop. Only one more second and I'll have it. This thing is so weird sometimes. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if I like this new laptop or not. I guess if I use it a little more often, I get used to it. Paste. There it is. And it says 5 p.m. Eastern time. So it's 1 hour from now, or 55 minutes, really. All right, ladies. I'll let you escape. Y'all have a great evening. Oh, it's okay, Laura. I'm glad you hopped in here at the end. You're welcome, and thank you. Thank you all for being here. Love you, ladies. I'll see you over on Debbie's channel in just a little while. Bye.
Bye-bye.